get the last of it. I think I'm going to leave this cart on the grass next to the bale trailer, the tiny bale trailer. There. So the plan here is set that to close. Oops. I'll run and empty this. That way I don't have to wait for the pipe to close before I can fold up the harvester and put it all away. Okay. So, how much do we have? Let's check that one. It's easy. 131,000. That's not actually that bad. Maximum value 120. Maximum value of the wheat is pitiful. 44. Still 150,000 from harvesting this year. So not a bad start. Not a brilliant start. I figure we can probably get around 200 later on, but it's going to be a while. Okay, we'll drop that there, and I'm going to take this over to the other shed, and we'll load the planter on the back, or the seeder on the back, if I can figure out which. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to figure out which one it's in. I can't see through those windows. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should clean them. Okay, it wasn't that one. Of course it wasn't. It's that one. So, stick this on the front of that, and we will drive that. Well, actually, okay, I'm just going to put this in here for now. It's approximately where it needs to be. And this, we can now, engine's running, fold it up. No, wrong. Fold it up, yes. And that looks like a fairly good location for it. A little bit straighter and no. Then I'm going to put this over here. Try and give myself enough room to get at the front of the grass equipment. Maybe access to that door. What? Why wouldn't I do this? That's good. That's fine. That gives me access to that door. Lovely. Okay. Switch that off and jump out. So, I want little green tractor, big green tractor. I have not refueled this because I was not expecting to be using it today. But we're going to be using it today. So get this filled up. Ugh. Ooh, didn't I buy 1,000 litres of that stuff? Okay. Oh, let's get 2,000. I probably don't need 2,000 now, because we're only going to be using tractors, which I don't believe use an excessive amount of fuel. The thing was the harvester used quite a significant part of the tank to harvest the wheat field. Didn't check it this time. Okay, that up. Ooh. Now that is slightly heavy. Fortunately, we do have a big weight on the front. I think we could probably put a bigger weight on the front, but good enough for now. We'll get this out here and start ripping up the field. Okay, so do that. AI worker, 3 headlands. Work the headlands, do the up and downs first, and go. Figures out what he's doing. Okay. And oh. Alrighty. So that's going to take a while. That has been taking a while. It's not exactly a big cultivator on this, but it is what it is. Okay, let's have a look at contracts. And this will pay out 72. We're planting barley. We will use our own equipment, so I'm going to accept that. Okay. And this is field 22, which looks like it's right at the top of the map. That one there. How do we make it? I think we just go along that top road. And access is there. Isn't that the one we ploughed last week? Okay, let us... Back that up. Hitch that on. And this looks good. Okay. Guess we're going to take it out this way. And since we're heading to the top of the map, we'll be driving through town. I can pick up some seed on the way. If we're lucky, I don't think 4,000 litres of seed is going to be quite sufficient for this. So, select is that button? That button, yes. Okay. Good. So I can't see what the case, no, I'm in the case. The John Deere 8R is doing 7 miles an hour, so it's doing its job. I have have a feeling contract on 30 might end first. Just have that inkling. It's got the bigger width and it's now on the main bulk of the field. Well, no, it's got the bit at the other side. But yeah, it's got a lot to do. Fortunately, we only get readouts on contracts. We don't get readouts on what our workers are doing. Now, if I had Courseplay calculates and would tell me, woo, that's a heavy piece of equipment, and we just knocked down the street sign. Oops. Yeah, Courseplay would tell me how long each of the workers is expected to take for the tasks that they're currently doing. Which would be convenient. Good grief. Okay, this is a heavy piece of equipment that is throwing the tractor around quite significantly. Oh, we have... I think that's what I was supposed to do. Yes. So there was a plan. Seeds. That's... seeds. There we go. That's the same price as that. In fact, they're all the same price, but this has 50 litres more. Okay. Let's buy 4. Yes. Back. Yes, when I sold the goat milk, I was supposed to call in here and pick up that pallet of liquid fertilizer concentrate. Fortunately, I forgot to do that. So, oh well. I believe this is a 4,000 litre capacity, which means we should end up with 200 litres on the pallet. There's not a lot I can do about that, but that's fine. Now this is going to be even worse handling for this poor little tractor. And we just missed the train, so that's awesome. And so up to the top and find the field part way. And you can wait on your stop sign, dude. Like I said, I think barley and wheat have the same seed density, for want of a better, so they plant at the same rates, identical rates. But barley yields a little bit more volume. I think a similar weight of crop. Okay. Take this a little bit easy. Oh, I'm going to cut off the school bus. Oops, sorry. School bus isn't coming this way. So I didn't really cut off the school bus. Okay, so after there's a break in the trees, that should I think this is where the field starts. And yeah, just about make out the ring over there. So that is 90 degrees. So hopefully steering assist. Oh, he thinks I should be going this way. Kind of makes sense, because those are the longest stretch. I'd only be able to do that bit, and then I'd be doing that bit, and then I'd be doing that bit. Yeah, so north-south is the better way to do it. 2 headlands, yes, seems good. So we'll okay that, and we will pick this road. Okay, I can probably start unfolding this right now. And do that. Turn it on, and let's go forwards. Forwards is good. That. Okay, how's that looking? That's looking fine. Oh, one of the mods was activate the rollers on a seeder. So effectively you would get with this seeded and rolled, because those cages on the back would count as a good thing to be doing. So I might just add that mod to the game so we can actually roll our fields after seeding them. All sorts of confused. Okay. So this is the first row. Unfortunately, I started on the third one. Lift that up, and there is so much space at the end here. No. Down. Hopefully that should work. Okay, so it goes. This is where we begin. So game time is 1 o'clock. So shortly, maybe about 3-4 o'clock, I might run over to our farm and see how the workers doing there. I'm not getting this cedar as straight as I would like at that bottom edge. What I might end up doing is, once I've done all of the rows, I might change it to 3 headlands so I can, well, I don't have to. Okay, this is not my field, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It'd be nice if it was perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So if some bits get missed at the end of the rows, between the row and the headland, that's not too critical of a deal. Already 1% done. And our cultivating is 60% done. Clock started at 7. I think we might be able to actually, you know what, I am going to do alternate rows here. I just this seeder isn't really wide enough to make it easy to do adjacent rows without backwards and forwardsing stuff. That's a lot of traffic for this time of day. So if we just do alternate rows, and then we will finish the alternates back at this end of the field, which is going to be a good thing, I think. Which is good. I can then ignore. Oh, I can't really ignore that bit for too long. Obviously, there's the other spur on the other side of that copse of trees that we're going to have to do. Still, not to worry. Come on, tractor. You can do this. Oh. Indeed. Okay. I had that slowed down so I could run with the harvester. Obviously, we're not running with the harvester anymore. So cruise control doesn't have to be limited to 6 miles an hour. There we go. That's better. What do I think here? Kind of think I'm going to keep going that way. It's just going to work out a little bit easier, I think. I think I probably should have done 3 headlands, not 2. No, that is not the row I want. That's the row I want. Okay. Keep going. Of course, there's always mods like Headland Control, which I don't think is available for 25 yet. But that would, when you get to a headland, you can kick it to do 180 degrees, slow down a bit, raise the planter, and then go. This tractor's struggling a little bit with the hills. I think as we clear the rise here, we exceed 10 miles an hour. So, yeah, climbing hills slows us down. I don't think our planter has a cage on the back, so we won't be able to roll the field as well. With that. Now there's the other interesting thing. they've changed what equipment is used to plant. It used to be, I do believe, in the previous game, we used to use a seeder for almost everything, especially I think soybeans could be either a planter or a seeder. And then there was also sorghum. I thought, my memories of Farm Sim 22 was sorghum was planted in a seeder. That's now changed. You put that down in a planter. Can jump to here. What are we planting? What are we using here? That's the thing. Something down here. That is wheat, barley, oats, stuff, canola, rice, oilseed radish, and it looks like peas and spinach and stuff like that. Still a way to go. If we look at, oh, lost it again. The Converneland Optima. This is corn, sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans, and sugar beets and cotton, green beans, and also canola. So canola can be planted by either or, but everything else is specific, and some have swapped between games, I think. As I said, it used to be that you could plant soybeans either or. Oh, and then yeah, grass and soybean, grass and canola can be planted with some of the weeders that can also plant. Go, go, go. Don't hang around. The interesting bit is what's gonna, because there's a big leg over there. It's that strip of grass in the middle with shrubs. Yeah. I'm going to spend most of my time here doing the longest straight lines I can. So if we go to the map, if I stick here, I want to end up at this bit of the field, and we'll do that bit, and then we'll come back doing that bit. And then when we get here,